Hello ladies and gentlemen, ¿cómo están? My name is Loxosceles and this is part 40. Can you believe it? I can't. But yes, it is part 40 of my XCOM 2 campaign. It's legendary, it's unmodded, and it's Ironman. Today we're gonna go to Operation Potent Mist to stop an admin retaliation. And this is not exactly the squad that I am gonna take because Mayday is actually already a colonel and I would really want Diarmuid to rank up since he's a sergeant, I believe. Let me check. Nope, a lieutenant. So, but yes, I think that it's a little bit risky. I mean, of course, Mayday can provide us with a lot more than Nacho. I mean, don't get offended, man, but it's freaking Mayday. But anyways, I do value the idea of ranking our soldiers up, so that's why I am gonna take this risk. And the other thing that I was talking about last episode, let's just start going towards the mission. The other thing I was talking about on the other episode was the PCS chip for focus, superior focus, the one that increases will, and I do think that it's capped at 100, so using that chip on someone with 98 will, it's not really the smartest thing to do. And also, actually the will stat itself, I don't see much of a benefit on soldiers that are already ranked up, because basically it's stat, a defensive stat for resisting like mind controls and stuff like that. And by the time we are right now, most of our soldiers are near the 100 mark, so I think that we are okay. And the other thing is that they tend to bleed out instead of outright dying. But again, our soldiers are already very close to that mark where we wouldn't need that chip. So I think that the thing I'm gonna do is sell it. So yeah, all that just to say that I am gonna sell those. If you wanna see like the silver lining on it. Okay, we have nice little chrysalids here.
Get out of here.
I am gonna try to... Well, maybe I do want to just activate those and deal with them right now. The only problem that I see is that they might reveal Vi, but we can deal with that. So yeah, I think I am gonna do this. I am gonna think a little bit about it. Maybe I am missing something, but actually these guys are already revealed. I mean, there's no concealment in this kind of mission. So yeah, I don't see the point in delaying this.
Hit the armor.
Plus, if we don't initiate now, we are just going to give them the... Nice, and we did not reveal by... I was saying, if we don't initiate on them on this turn, what we are doing is basically giving them the chance to kill someone, and then you have that whole hive thing going, which we don't want. So yeah. I am gonna get Ragnar a little bit closer, not for the shot itself, but to give others... Well, let's see. Let's move with the ones that we do want to move first. Fugitive, I want you hitting at the one that's full life, because you will shed some armor. Nacho, I want you closer so you won't miss with that shotgun. I could take care of both of them with the Naldans, but yeah, we don't need that. Very nice.
Well, now you'll never get a headache again.
That's true.
Tired of waiting around.
You can't deny the logic in that.
You
So
want
we've
some
had
more?
13 enemies. I don't know if that count from the AWs there. No, it's not the AWC, it's the Shadow Chamber.
Andiamo.
But I do not know if that count includes the faceless or not. So for now, let's assume it doesn't. So that means we have 11 enemies left, plus
Not like
faceless.
this.
Okay, right, will you get revealed if you move over here? I think that... Well, I was saying that there's only one way to know, but we could find out in other ways. But
Affirmative. Moving out.
I don't want to waste
Hostiles making the rounds.
movements. So what do we have here? A stun lancer, shield bearer, and a mech. Alright. I am a little bit tempted to place Zuko on top of this bus. The problem is that we might get an activation over here. Maybe what we want to do is throw a battle scanner first, just in case. I mean, it's not gonna guarantee anything, but if there is someone, we'll know straight away. Okay, so there is a faceless there. Maybe that's who we want to take care of on this turn. Let's activate it with Ragnar.
Let's move already.
We could finish him off with Zuko, I think. And I'm probably just gonna do that, since we are not gonna start things out on the other group on this turn.
Target disabled.
Nice, and we get the promotion on him. That's sweet. Let's see, where would we get eyes on this group? Over there. So we can move safely to this tree.
All right.
I'll get the half cover with, well, yeah, I thought that I was going to be able to leave the other cover for fugitive. That's not the case.
Move into position.
Let's get Whiskey a little bit closer and just overwatch with
Scanning.
Bile.
Scanning.
This is boring.
Haha. Overkill? A little bit? Okay, I do want to have eyes on that group with Vi. So... And I also want to rescue the civilian at the same time. So although it's not a great position here, this would
That's affirmative.
accomplish both.
Move out!
And I think that now the only thing that sucks about being on top of this bus is that this tree might block some of Zuko's shots. And I was thinking about, yeah, silly me. I was thinking about a death kill zone, but we don't have that with Zuko. So all we can do now is actually get as close as possible and hope that Zuko triggers that group with an overwatch.
What are we doing again?
Understood. Moving out.
Arrivo.
Who else do we have? Just Ragnar? Maybe with you, Ragnar, we save these civilians? Well, at least this one, and fingers crossed, because we might have some enemies over there. Maybe we shouldn't do this, but at the same time, I really don't want to leave this civilian to their mercy if there is a group, so... yeah.
Let's do this. Come on, hustle.
Alright.
Affirmative, covering now. Overwatch.
On Overwatch. Affirmativo.
Overwatch.
Zuko,
This
can you do
is
this? Can you
boring.
activate this group? Yes, thank you, man. And with a hit as well. Nice. Very, very nice.
That armor's tough.
That civilian over there is super thankful. Man, what a shot.
Good effort. Still dead.
Okay, we have to be careful with this group. We might activate it with
We're losing
Ragnar
civilians
otherwise.
left and right, Commander. We need to get these people out of here.
Okay. So we have two groups now we need to deal with.
Woohoo! Fireworks!
So I do think it's now it's the time to get Vi involved. Let's see. We already rescued 4 guys. This would be the 5th one. Yeah, let's do
Position
this.
confirmed.
And then we can run and gun and get in a better position.
Go! Get out of here!
Yeah, I don't care that you are exposed. Vi, I am sorry, but that is the truth. You could actually even get the kill on the Stun Lancer. So yes, let's do that. Run and gun.
Set him up, knock him down! Moving on target location.
We can even freeze the mech. That would be so awesome. Nice.
They've got eyes on me.
65. I know it's not a great shot. Come on. What? Ah, okay, the dodge.
That didn't do much.
I was assuming that a hit would be a crit, but with the dodge, yeah, that's what happens. We've got lightning hands on the Muton, and can you finish up the Stun Lancer? Probably. Again, it can be dodge, it can be a miss, but I think that it's our best hope shot. I don't know. Zuko, it would be very nice if you managed to get rid at least of some of that Muton's armor. But I don't see a place where you will be able to shoot at him. I don't know, probably the best thing to do with you is either throw a rocket, but yeah, not really. I wanted to save the acid bomb for the shield bearer, but I don't. Maybe we want to use it now.
Moving out.
Yeah, let's get rid of this guy's armor.
Throwing grenade.
It does kind of suck to use a grenade on just one guy. We all love to hit those grenades where we hit multiple targets and shred tons and tons of armor. But it's not always the case that you can do that, so... I think that with these lightning hands, if it hits, that mutant is already dead. Yeah. He has 2 health left, and the acid would deal a lot of damage. 1 to 3 over time, but like we saw on the previous episode, the volatile mix increases that damage, so nice. Let's try with Zuko to get rid of the Lancer. Beautiful. Nice shot, man.
Target down.
So now I think that we only need to deal with the... Okay, I'm stuck. Sorry, guys. With the Archon there. Yeah, it's really hard to say Archon. And I am gonna try to do so with Nacho. Actually, we still have Whiskey and Ragnar, so let's try those first, and if we can't, then we'll use
Finally.
Nacho's axe. Very good shot.
Out of ammo here.
And Whiskey, you probably... you can't see him? That sucks, man. Okay, let's try to kill him with a regular shotgun, and if it doesn't work, we can always use null lance and finish him off. It's a 47 shot, so Nacho, don't feel bad if you miss it, although it would mean that you suck. Just kidding, man. You're up.
Come on. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat.
Actually, maybe we want to get this kill with someone else, right? Because the whole thing about Psi operatives not ranking with kills. Maybe we want to give it to... Who do we want to give it to? Ragnar, to get him to be Colonel, or Zuko. I think I'm gonna give it to Zuko just because it's... No, wait. Zuko won't be able to... Actually, Zuko won't be able to secure that kill, and Ragnar either, so let's go with the guarantee thing.
Non c'è via di fuga. Advent forces on the ground.
Okay. I did lose count of kills. We had 2 chrysalids. Let's see, 2 chrysalids, a mutant. Oh boy. Okay. Have to deal with a whole bunch of enemies this turn. So we killed 2 chrysalids, a mutant, a shield bearer, and an archon. Those are 5. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 12. Maybe I'm missing someone, and we actually did kill 13. Sorry, we do have 13 in total. That's what I meant. Okay, we would want to get rid of that Overwatch. And that's probably what Fugitive will do. Where are you, man? Don't hide on me. Let's see. Will you be able to reach? Not really. If that's the case, then we will use the shred gun, sorry, from Nacho. But okay, I'm a little bit silly. Maybe from here we reach. Let's try that.
Position confirmed.
I think we are not hitting both of them. And actually I think that we are never gonna be able to hit that. Well, there we go. But we won't want to use it like that. We could always use it on these guys. Maybe we can get 3 hits here. That's always better. They are low health guys, but you know. Let's see. With Whiskey we are gonna use stasis on the gatekeeper. It sucks that it's the only enemy that we actually see, so we're not gonna be able to use Soulfire as well. We might be able to use Inspire or even throw out the Mimic Beacon if we require to. But with Nacho I think that we are gonna throw that shred gun. There's not a great position for him to do so. What's the range? Yeah, we would have to get a lot closer. So even though it's not a great position, I am gonna get him over here so he can do that. Actually, you know that. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I should have used Rage Strike to get him, like, I don't know, get him close to this mech and then throw the shredder from there. He would have hit the 3 of them. So yes, that sucks, but it's already done, so there we go.
This is the part where I kick your ass.
Nice damage. That means that Zuko will probably be able to take care of that heavy mech in the back. 86, do we dare? We sure do. Very nice.
No longer a threat.
You know what? I should have thrown the axe first on that shield bearer. That sucks. If we get a crit on that mech, we might get him close to dying. I don't know, because I would really want to get multiple kills here. I'm trying to think what skills do we have that would allow us to do so, but not many. And Ragnar is out of range and he needs to reload, so I think that at this point we will probably use both the... well, maybe... we will probably use both the the stasis and the Mimic Beacon. But for now, let's hit all of these guys. Yeah, there we go.
Bring in the pain. I'm ready.
Ragnar, you will probably overwatch, and that should give you a shot on one of these guys and the kill. And if we are lucky, we might get Guardian or something. And yeah, I want to kill as many guys as possible so that the Mimic Beacon survives. the next turn.
Grappling!
That's why I'm not gonna focus on the heavy mech, since we are not gonna kill him. I mean, probably with a lucky crit or something we might, but it's not guaranteed. So I'm gonna get all the way over here, and we should be able to kill this shield bearer, and with that we should also get implacable, and we might reposition her. Although I'm not sure where, because, you know, faceless are around.
How many is that now? This looks interesting.
Let's see, maybe back here. Yeah, let's do that.
Let's move already!
Okay, Ragnar, you will overwatch, and Whiskey, you will use stasis on the gatekeeper,
Sotto la mia protezione.
and throw out a mimic beacon for the rest. I think we are gonna get a couple of shots at us. I mean, there's 4 guys. They probably get rid of the mimic beacon in 2 or 3 shots, which will leave 1 or 2 other guys. So maybe if Ragnar hits an overwatch, that could work. Yeah, it's only gonna survive 2 shots. So Ragnar, come on buddy, we need you to hit an overwatch. And if it's a guardian, all the better. Come on. No.
Adjusting aim.
Too bad. Yeah, we should have rescued that civilian. That's my bad. Nacho, be cool, man.
Ah, that one actually hurt.
Just 1 damage. You're tough, buddy. Let's see. Fugitive. How many of these guys you could freeze? Maybe from closer you could freeze. Well, you can freeze these 2. I would, however, rather have you freeze the Lancer and the
Orders
heavy
confirmed.
mech.
On the move.
So we only need to deal with... Well, but if I had shot that from over there, I would have salvo. Now I don't. But yeah, we can freeze those 2. So maybe if we deal with the gatekeeper now. The problem with that is that we don't have ways to shred a lot of his armor. I think that Rage Strike actually does shred armor, or maybe that was only equipped on someone with the shred perk, the shredder perk. Maybe that's the case. But I don't know. Let's try it. Let's try and see. We'll go from over here. Let's get our things straight. Let's shred from here, then we move back. We throw the axe at him and shoot at the gatekeeper. Yeah, 2 shreds. That's nice.
You see, I set my gun to perforate. Good call.
Actually, I'm not even gonna shoot at the gatekeeper. I'm gonna throw the grenade. That would most likely take care of this guy as well. So and shred some more, which is always welcome. Okay, that guy is still alive. Zuko, do you have lightning hands back? Not even close. How much damage you do on the gatekeeper? 13, that's quite nice. We also have Bai, we have Ragnar, and we have Whiskey. I was thinking with Whiskey we wanted to use Soulfire, but maybe instead we want to inspire Fugitive so he can shred some more of that armor. Insanity, does it end the turn? It does. Soulfire as well, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Let's hope Fugitive can hit. Well, we can only inspire Nacho, so let's just use Soulfire with you. 5 to 7, that's kind of low. If we hit with this, I mean it's a 50-50, but we do so much more damage. Let's see. Let's wait and see if we need that amount of damage. If we do, then we'll use it. Yeah, I really hate that this guy is still alive.
Let's do this.
We can also... Nice. We can also take our chances with Insanity on this trooper. And we might get like a mind control or something. Make the gatekeeper focus him. But it's way too risky. 42, this shot sucks. Sorry I'm taking this long. And now I'm thinking maybe we want to get rid of these two guys and freeze these other two. But that's not gonna happen with all that armor on the mech. Unless we get a lucky crit from Bai, it's not gonna happen. Well, let's see. We need this Bai. It's 42, I know it's a lot of pressure, man, but not man, sorry. Okay. Nice. Nice. God, I love those shots. So now we need 2 other hits. Zuko, come on, man. You can do this. Almost shot at the trooper. 82. Come on, man. Please hit this. Beautiful.
Deflection.
And Soulfire will be enough. Great. So, there we go. We will suffer the wrath of a trooper on the next turn. We'll just have to try and be safe. And we don't even have to, because the freaking gatekeeper explodes. How could I forget about that? Jesus.
Take this.
Now that was lucky. Didn't even plan on it. Man, we have Ragnar still? What's wrong with me?
Tired of waiting around.
Almost.
Fire's getting worse here.
Okay, Fugitive. Let's see if you can get some shredding going. Maybe I counted correctly and there's still a chrysalid somewhere around the map. That's always a possibility. Okay, Zuko, you should be able to finish that guy off, but I am gonna keep you
Ready to engage.
just in case we need like a, I don't know, a snipe for like a chrysalid, like I said, or a faceless. I'm gonna go for the free intel, always welcome.
Take a little.
Okay, didn't get it.
He's blocking me out. Remind me to thank Shen for the armor.
Tired of waiting around.
One of these guys might be a faceless. That's something that I'm not being as careful as I should. Nice.
Who's keeping score?
Alright, so we need to deal with this faceless, and I think that's it. At least that's how it's always been the case on these kind of missions.
Let's move already.
Why is there? Nacho, let's see if you can see him.
All right.
Or eat, or whatever. Yeah, there he is. Nice shot, man.
Out of ammo.
Come get some.
Era ora. Mi tengo pronta.
Is this faceless gonna survive his turn? Let's see. My bet is that he's not. Nice. Good job, Zuko.
Hostile neutralized. Menace 1-5, status confirmed. We're not picking up any additional contacts. The AO is clear. Status confirmed.
Nice.
Mission accomplished.
We managed to save 9 freaking civilians. That's awesome. So it wasn't a flawless. We got 2 wounds. One on Ragnar when he tried to use the Skulljack, and another one on Nacho when he was bombarded by the heavy mech. But other than that, I think that this mission went pretty smooth. We did have to deal with a lot of enemies in that last couple of turns, but I think that we managed pretty decently. So yeah, I'm really happy on how this, on the outcome, basically. Guys, see you back at base. Okay, we got 2 light wounds, 5 and 6 days each. That's okay. We do get the promotion. We're gonna go with the same build as Sunesha. 2 autoloaders, 1 advanced, 1 superior. Nice.
Oh, Commander.
And we get the increased supplies. Great. Alright then, so let's just keep on scanning. I'm not sure what we were up to. Expanding probably? No, we don't really have the intel for that, so... Speaking of which, maybe we want to go and do that, and I think we do.
Avenger plotting new course.
Yeah, let's go get that intel. If not, we can always start building more relays. Hello, Tularemia. Yes, let's keep on training you. Soul Steel, Schism, Inspire. I love Inspire. Let's go. We could also build the laboratory if we go to the black... Well, yeah, let's do so.
Avenger plotting new course.
We can sell the chip and we can sell the advanced autoloader that we just got. And with that, I think that I am gonna be able to build the lab. We could also send the Mag Rex, the Shield Bearer. Why not?
Commander, we've pushed our current power systems to the limit.
And I think we have someone free.
Which means we can't expand our facilities further.
Maybe instead of that, we should have upgraded the defense matrix. Maybe that was a smart thing to do. Oh well.
Avenger plotting new course.
Nacho is back. Sunesh is back. Ragnar is back.
Strategic
Nice.
resource located.
Okay, we got some intel. Still not enough for
Setting
expansion.
course for the Eastern US
So we might
precinct.
want to get that little bit extra from HQ. No. Nah. I scanned for faster healing. Silly me. Yeah, I think that we probably just want to go to that mission, right? Yeah, let's do so. Let's see what we've got. We've got an alien relay that wants to be destroyed. That would give us intel. If not, we can hack a workstation and get a shitload of supplies. Or we could get a scientist, which, yeah, I really don't think that we need. So probably what we'll do is this one, because between the facility counter and the chrysalids, I rather counter the chrysalids. Yeah, we do need the intel, that could be argued, but this mission should be easier. We get the hack, we might get some fancy nice bonus while doing the hack. And we have an Archon, a Codex, an Elite Officer, Trooper, and Gatekeeper. So basically the Gatekeeper is a tough one. Maybe we'll get 2 of them. If not, the enemies doesn't seem... Well, maybe yeah. By saying so, I'm probably gonna eat my words on the next episode. But yeah, I think that this mission should be the one we take. Let's go.
Setting course for Sector 3, Brazil.
Anyways, let's see how we want to do this loadout. How is Fu doing? 2 health. Do we want to... Yeah, I want to take him. I want him to rank up, so let's take him, even though he's wounded. Let's see. If you could move that shoulder, I would be very grateful. Who are we missing here? Ragnar, that's who we are missing. There we go. Let's make everything available, pretty sure. Let's see. Icarus, Direwolf's Legacy, Shadowkeeper, blue screens, and you're gonna be using the scanner because... Wow. Okay, let's... There we go. We're gonna get the scanner. Suko, you're gonna get the rage suit. Everything else is fine. Yeah. Let's see. Just let me check this just in case. Weapon upgrades. What do we have? Superior stock, superior autoloader, and superior laser sight. Yeah, none of those would help us really. And Whiskey, you're gonna get the exosuit pack. You are gonna be wearing a warsuit soon enough. Be patient. And the weapons are all set. I think we have everything the way we want. So yeah, that's it. Next time we have a guerrilla operation. It's Hammer God. We need to hack. And for that we're gonna take Whiskey by Fu, Sunesha Fugitive, and Ragnar. And if we are successful, we're gonna get almost 300 supplies, which means Fu will get a fancy new armor. Guys, see you next time. Thanks a lot for watching, and remember, think twice before killing a spider. See ya.